125th Street under command of General Yohana. And if you're not in the Isupk, you are not in the truth. Right. We're out here to bring the truth to our people, man. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The school started out on Harlem in New York, man, and we've been going since 1962. And I'm officer of 1,000 Aram here with my brother, Officer Ramawan, Officer 50, man. And we finna tap into these precepts, man, concerning a lot of the topics that's going on in the earth right now. And one thing that's going on, man, is that a whole lot of shooting is going on all across the country, man. People, as it get warmer, more and more people are being shot over the weekends. And to the point where, at the magnitude of where there's more people getting shot in these cities, man, than the average war daily. You know what I'm saying? Like this past weekend in Chicago, it was like 55 people got shot. 55 people got shot in Chicago, and 11 people, it was fatal. You know what I'm saying? It was a mass shooting in Minnesota, Indianapolis, man. It was like, I think they said 2 died. I think they said about 12 got shot. You know what I'm saying? And people got injured and things of that nature. 2 idiots were arguing in the crowd and decided to up weapons and have a shootout. And one killed the other one, but in the process, they shot and wounded a lot of people unnecessarily. And this is going on all across America. There's another story where a young man was changing a flat tire, and a couple of guys walked up to him and tried to carjack him and shot him in his head in broad daylight, man. And one of the reasons why all this stuff is going on, one is because there's so many guns being poured into the streets of Chicago, man, on the black market. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't put ourselves in this position. You know what I'm saying? We was put in this position. Go ahead.
If I could, because it's right on top of what you're talking about. About this, just let you know. Yeah, we got our brothers is messed up in the head, but I'm gonna tell you how more vile that this oppressor is. I'm looking at it. It's on lawofficer.com. 94 accused killers in Chicago are out of jail on ankle monitors.
Wow. See, and that's crazy, man. And you know what? That's I would have to say that's being did deliberately, man. Ain't no way in the hell that if you got to attempt murder or armed violence or something like that, there's no way that you should be out of the 26th of California. It should hold people like that. Any violent acts, they should be held inside. And the only reason why they're doing that, I feel like, because they don't have to come to their communities. It's in the black and Hispanic communities, man. Which though they know they're gonna go, they want to put them back out there to kill somebody else, and then they can put them in penitentiary for now on. They can get paid off of them, taxpayers' dollars. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. That is so ridiculous, man. That our babies are being murdered, our babies are being shot. Also, a Chicago woman that was 86 years old shot after watering her grass, and now she's considering moving from her Garfield home after living there for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not even safe. It's not even safe for our elders to go outside and water their grass. And then the first thing you talk to anybody that call themselves a Christian, they keep saying that they saved. They saved by grace. And once again, the question is, what the hell are you saved from when 86-year-old women are being shot after watering their grass? The young baby, I think the little kid was like 3 or 4 years old, riding in the back of his mom's car, and 2 idiots shot at the car, they thought it was an opposition car. And the baby, the bullet went through the baby's stomach. You know what I'm saying? The baby saying his stomach hurt. The mom pulled over and stopped and looked back there, and her child has been shot, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting worse and worse in the streets of Chicago. And our people are being drugged out of their minds. You can walk up and down this block, man. It's so many people over here on 79th Street, man. They be out here first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. Like they don't have no life. You know what I'm saying? They just standing out there all day long, drinking, selling drugs, getting high. It's like there's no hope for our people, man. And the reason why that is because of our stiff-neckedness and our disobedience and not following the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing the wrath of God down on ourselves by doing this. And you have to realize that the Most High is in charge of everything. whether it's good or whether it's bad. And we seeing what we really witnessing is the judgment of people being going through their judgment right now, and no matter whether it's they being shot, drugged, or set on fire. Also, Rumble was just explaining about some guy had set his girlfriend on fire while she was sleeping in the bed. I mean, you know, you got to be really sick in your mind to do that. And then it's like you looking at somebody and you telling them you love them and you care about them, but time you get angry with them, you'll turn around and do such a horrible thing to that person. And that's crazy, man. But once again, these curses that's how you know we are the real Jews. Because these curses only fit us. We're the only ones going through this stuff, man. We're the only ones the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They study debating whether or not our Hispanic brothers should get a stimulus check. Why not? When they the ones that's picking the fruits and the vegetables, they the ones that's working in these five-star hotels and things of that nature. These people be trying to get from over there where they trying to run from Guatemala and Panama and all these different little countries they in because there's so much hell breaking out over there. You know what I'm saying? The people that's running this nation, they'll let Englishmen, they'll let Irishmen, they'll let Canadians and Italians and all these other races of white people, lower class white people over here, and give them grants and everything to start a new life. But they causing hell on our people. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans trying to get over here, they running from all the white men that put all them guns over there, giving it to them those drug lords and stuff, and they having all hell breaking out over there, man. And them people trying to get over here to start them a better life, and all they doing is catching hell at them borders, man. And that's crazy. That's how, once again, our only hope is coming from Yahweh Shai. And I'm afraid that if Yahweh Shai don't come back real soon, man, we're not going to survive this.
That's right.
We're not going to survive this, man, because not only are we going against one another and we have beef towards one another and we can't come together and resolve anything verbally, but all we want to do is use violence, but we also have our oppressor on our backs and on our necks.
Go ahead, huh? That you was bringing that up, especially with the deportation. They treated me to look up the brothers and sisters that's getting deported. This on track Sir Education. The top 10 ethnicities that's getting deported in the United States of America. Top 10. Tell me how much of these are brothers and sisters. Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Brazil, Colombia, Nicaragua, and Jamaica.
All our people. All our people.
Every single
all Israelites. The 12 tribes. Part of the 12 tribes, man. That's crazy. And that's designed. This nation is designed to attack us and to bring us down. And the reason why it's like that, though, once again, we keep saying it. We bring it on ourselves because we're serving idol gods. We're serving other gods. We want to follow the culture of our oppressors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we come over here, we want to do what they say do. They tell you what to celebrate and when to celebrate it. And that's against the Most High, man.
That's right.
The Lord, just like everybody gearing up right now for Monday, Memorial Day. And Lord knows when that day comes and it's nice outside, there's no telling how it's going to be a record high in shootings.
That's kind of
It's going to be a record high in shootings. Why? Because we following the ways of our oppressors. And we should not be doing that, man. On those days when these white people start firing up their grills and popping their fireworks and doing what they're doing, every black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, we should all be in our homes. You know what I'm saying? Not acknowledging these days. And everyone should get in the schools of whatever city that they in, the Isupk.
That's right.
And join in with our festivities that the Most High gave us, our high holy days, our feast days. So this is why we're in the condition that we're in, man. And it's getting to a point where it's just so much bloodshed is being shedded right now till I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It's sad. It's heartbreaking to watch old people, young people, our young people, our babies, everybody are subject to to dine in these streets of Chicago, man, because we won't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. We're going to jump to Deuteronomy 28 and 28 right now and bring out the fact that the thing, when Moses came to the children of Israel and told us that the Most High said, follow, he choose today life or death, blessings or curses, man. And we have chose the curses by our action. By our actions, we have turned against our God. We the only people, the 12 tribes, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian, man, we the only people on the planet that serving the true and living God.
That's right.
Every other God that they serving, man, is an idol. Is made by man's hands. It don't have a tongue to talk with, hands to work with, or feet to walk with, man. They're all idols. And God, our God is a jealous God. Our God is a jealous God, man. We can't keep on doing what we're doing and thinking it's going to change is going to come. Black Lives Matter or voting. Our people been voting ever since the early 60s, right? And we haven't seen a change in the black community or Hispanic community, man. Even when they voted Barack Obama, all the way up to that point, you didn't see no change. The only thing happened with Barack Obama, man, is he okayed this the transgender stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
You want to start at 1?
Con.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day.
Moses said it was a commandment. God gave Moses give us a commandment. It wasn't something that we supposed to take lightly. It was a commandment that we would observe and to do all of his commandments. Not some of them, not a few of them, not the ones that fit your lifestyle. But the Most High said that we should follow all of his commandments. Read.
Which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
And that's where we would be at right now. If all of us was following the law, statutes, commandments, we wouldn't even be in the condition that we're in. We wouldn't be suffering from these plagues that the Most High is sending to North America. You know what I'm saying? We're suffering because of our disobedience, because of our stiff-neckedness, because of our lack of obedience to the word of God, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we won't see no change. We're not going to never see a change because we're not going to see a change because we're not following the law, statutes, and commandments. We're following the white man's ways, which is everybody want to celebrate Christmas. Everybody want to celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, Monday coming around, everybody is gearing up and getting ready to fire up their grills to barbecue for Memorial Day. That is not something that we should acknowledge, man. Tell me bad time. Slack it, Israel. But once again, man, it's vital. It is super vital that we return back to the law, statutes, and commandments. And our babies are getting shot. It was a lady on the news just this week, man. And over the weekend, I think the child might have been like 3 years old. Two Hispanic brothers started shooting at the vehicle, thinking that it was a so-called opposition car, and shot the baby, man. Bullet went through the baby's stomach. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, man. It was a young brother that had pulled over, had a flat tire, and he down changing the tire over there on Cicero, 60-something Cicero or something. And two guys ran up and shot this brother in his damn head, man, trying to carjack him while he trying to fix his flat. You know, but like we just brought up a few minutes ago, the 86-year-old sister, man, she got shot in her leg or her foot. Over the weekend, over 50-some people were shot, man, over starting Friday. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Verse 2, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Well, we know we're not being showered with no blessings. We definitely know that. That's not what's happening. The Lord is telling us what would happen if we was to choose life or death. Jump over to Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And that's what's happening with us. These curses are overcoming us and overtaking us, man. That coronavirus, the Lord sent that coronavirus to North America, and it killed thousands of people. And then look what it did when it went over to India. It destroyed the people over there in India so bad they started throwing all their idols into the sea. They throwing every damn idol they got over there in that water. They getting rid of it. They realized that them idols ain't no good. They throw huge statues that they've been praying to. Go ahead, Al.
That's how we can bring it up, because you just said that we want to worship everybody else's idols, but you got these heathens in India. They don't even believe in their own idols no more. They ready to give. They said these idols can't be real. If they can't stop these plagues, these ain't real idols. When they don't understand the Most High, the one that brought the plague, and he brought it because not only he don't care about them. He brought it because we serving other idols, and we serving their idols, and we serving Muslim and Christian and that wooden cross and rock.
Right. And whatsoever you just you bring. Let's go over to Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And that's the thing about over here, man. These Christians and Muslims, they still want to pray to. Those are idols. That cross. When you're walking around with a big cross on your neck, man, that's an idol. When you go over there to Mecca and you want to walk around that rock and kiss that rock, man, that's an idol, man. That's not, the Most High ain't got nothing to do with that at all, man. That's crazy. And we're going to bring it out right here in Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
That's right. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Now, what people you know he talking about when you say that, man? We're the only people on this planet that's been scattered from one end of the earth, from one end to the other, from north to south to the east and the west, man. When they started enslaving our people, man, and putting us in them ships, it was hundreds of those ships that's been documented in the archives. They spread us all over the world, man. You cannot go nowhere and not find our people there. Read.
That's right. Salakia. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither that thou nor thy father have known, even wood and stone.
And we didn't know nothing about no damn Christianity or no Islam when they first brought our people over here. We wasn't praying to no. We didn't have crosses, and we didn't have no stone. And I was looking at a picture of that stone the other day, and right there in the spot where they kissed it at, you know what it really looked like? I'm gonna be honest with you, a vagina. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be funny or at all. It's a big rock that's been covered by a big sheet, and right there, when they get to that point where they kiss on that rock, that thing is shaped like a woman's box. And then what makes it so bad, you got 1,000 people a day kissing in that same damn spot, man. You must trying to catch herpes like that. That's crazy, man. But that's idol worshiping, and that's why the Lord is angry as hell at his people, because we taking on all these other cultures and religions and things of that nature, and ain't nobody following the word of God, nobody following the law, statutes, commandments. It's guys everywhere, it's brothers everywhere walking around with those kufis on their head and selling more drugs, getting high, sneaking and eating pork. When I was in penitentiary, I had a few Muslims come to me late at night and asked me to get them a sandwich, and a ham sandwich or something, and begged me not to say nothing because they brothers would beat the hell out of them. And I didn't. I mean, for what? You hungry here? You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't in the world at the time, but you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Salaki, that's heavy, because like I got family that's Muslims, and I was telling you that one time, I got some of they the biggest drug dealers out. I'm talking about the biggest.
Right.
And they Muslims. They
exactly.
Come to Allah. They on Facebook. They want to. You gonna think they the biggest Muslim alive, and then they gonna come to your house and say, "Hey, I and a half pound for you.
Right.
You know, that's to me that's utterly disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
That's
then
right.
they giving it to their brothers.
And that makes it even worse.
Okay.
Selling that crap to they own people. They'll sell it to anybody. Anybody that want to buy it, man. And that's crazy, man. That's a sin, man. That's anger. That's angering the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This guy's on my job. They walking around and talking about some damn Allah. You know, you sound like Allah, Allah. And when you say it fast enough, it sound like you're saying a lie. That's what it is, a damn lie. Because what the brothers in the Isupk would do with that Holy Quran, man, we'll throw it in the trash can. Because that book don't got nothing to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man.
That's right.
That's idol worshiping. And the Most High is angry as hell about that stuff. And he releasing his anger and his fury on this planet. Everything that we seeing, man, the Most High is behind it. You got to understand that, man. God is angry as hell with us, and he's sick and tired of our nonsense. He's ready for us to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments and turn from our wicked ways, man. And we're not doing it. Our people refuse to do it. All the hell that's breaking out around us, and our people still refuse to listen to the truth.
That's right.
Our people still refuse to listen to the truth, man. Everybody want to cling on to that Christianity or that Islam, man. Farrakhan and them, and it's destroying our people to the point, man, where we dying by the hundreds throughout the year. The death rate and the shooting rate is steady getting higher and higher. For the last 2 or 3 years, it's getting higher and higher, man. And that's not happening by chance, man. That crap, we bring it on ourselves for being so damn disobedient. Let's go over to. Did we finish that?
I can go to Sunday 65. I don't know if you want to.
Go ahead.
Khan in verse 65, and among these nations shall thy find no ease, neither shall thy sole of thy feet have rest.
And who that sound like? We're the only people on this planet that's not getting no rest. We can't find the soles of our feet can't find no rest. I don't care what we do, man. When we in these black neighborhoods and Hispanic neighborhoods, and even our brothers and sisters they got on these reservations, man, the American Indians, man, the Native Americans. We can't get no rest. We work continually, man. It's still got to a point where I used to run the streets, man, and now they got me watching my damn back. I'm being honest, man. When I drive down the street, I don't really ride with no loud music down. I try to stay on the main arteries. I stay away from the side streets and things of that nature, because that's where it's cracking at. You know what I'm saying? You hitting a block that you don't know nothing about, and it's a strange car. I'm going to tell you something. I know a few brothers, the car come down the block, and they shoot up the damn car thinking it's a so-called opposition car, and then killed somebody in that car, and them people ain't had nothing to do with what's going on in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's children dying behind this stuff, man. It's children dying behind it. Our women are being shot up. Brothers are getting to the point where they driving down on the cars, man, and they look in the car and they'll see 2 females in there, and they'll still light that car up, man. They will light that car up, man. Matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Okay. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 4.
54.
Oh, Salakia. I didn't even know 84. Salakia. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Now, who that sound like today, man? So that the young man that's tender among us, his eyes shall be delicate against his own brothers, man. That's these little young guys standing on these corners, man, walking around with their damn pants up under their ass, up under their butts. They buying these designer drawers, and they buying pants, and they putting on their clothes, and they walking down the street with their ass out, man, like a damn homosexual. They gay gang bangers, man. They gay gang bangers. I'm being honest. How in the hell could you be comfortable walking down the street with your whole butt out? You know what I'm saying? I see it every day. I'm driving down on the west side of Chicago, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Them 2 young men that did that shooting in Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? Why would you stand there and let yourself get angry enough to have a shootout in the midst of hundreds of people that's outside around you? You know what I'm saying? My friend, her daughter got seriously injured. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it didn't hit her main artery. It hit her across her jaw and hit on her neck. And I was thinking, like, damn, that could have hit her main artery or something.
A couple inches.
Right.
Centimeters.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. These young men today ain't number punks, man. But this is what happened according to the Bible. This is what has to happen, man, because they so tender today. They cowards. They like girls. They working off their emotions. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why, because the government done gave our sisters housing and they, like right now, the government is giving these women, they giving women, if a woman got 5 kids, every child getting a link card. And then they giving them all this money. That's making this girl feel like I don't need a man. So if this girl raising 3 boys and 2 girls, these young men growing up, I saw a video yesterday, man, where the girl was twerking her butt off. And then when she started moving out the video, the 3 that came behind her was young boys. And they twerking. They shaking like women. These women don't know what they doing. Every house need a black man in it, man. It need that balance. The woman and the man, the male, man.
That's right.
And the reason why these young men are shooting up our neighborhoods and stuff, because they're being raised in single family households. And these women cannot make a young boy a man, man. They can't do it. A woman cannot show a young man how to be a man. And that's why we at this verse that we at right now. Read it again, out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, now, which he shall leave.
That's right. Now these young men, they tender, they emotional. Then if they do get a woman and have children about her, they eyes evil towards the woman they got the children with. Then they leaving the whole damn household. They want to just sleep. They want to drop their game and sleep with as many women as they can and study having kids and don't want to be responsible for none of it.
Right.
Sex is marriage according to the Bible, man.
Right.
And our young women are turning themselves into whores trying to find somebody to be happy with. The whole thing is systematically created to destroy us as a nation of people, man.
Right.
And the white man is behind it all. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
It's the truth, man. He's behind all this madness. The sisters that's in these churches, they go to church every Sunday, and they've been going to church and stuff, and they sons are the ones that shooting up the block. That Christianity crap, man. And our people got to wake up and come up at those churches. Our people got to get out. It's detrimental that our people get out these churches, man, because they're not getting taught right. They're not being trained that they have to follow the laws, statutes, commandments. They're being taught that they saved by grace or saved under grace, or however they say it, which is completely wrong. Then they feel like they go through the water baptism and all this other stuff. All of that stuff is a waste of time. And it's not doing it. You have to be baptized with the word of God. And the only way you can be baptized with the word of God is to do what he say do, man. Trust me, if you're not following the law, statutes, commandments, you ain't nothing but a filthy heathen, man.
Right.
Our women are whores. Our young men are sissies, faggots, or however you want to say it.
Say it right.
And it's destroying our communities. Have been totally destroyed, man. And it's amazing to me how the government is giving away so much link and so much money right now because of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, that's creating another problem that people are not seeing, man, because it's putting our sisters in a situation where they're sitting there with 4 or 5 kids and they really don't feel like they need a man in the house. Or they let a man come in and they give their body to that brother and they let him go about his business. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. All of this stuff is stemming from us being so hard-headed.
So, if I could, I had a woman even tell me one day, she said, man, this dude been so good to me the last couple of weeks, I feel like I deserve it. And he deserved to get some.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yep.
I said, man, he don't deserve to get a damn thing. He don't deserve to give nothing.
No.
First off, if he got to be a man. First off, secondly, if you giving it away like that, he shouldn't even be with you. That's being no. Luckily, I came into the truth because me back in the days, I would have been like, "Oh, you a little easy little thing to get."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, to me, that was honorable.
Right.
But now I look at you at 2 weeks. I don't care if it's two months.
That's
I don't care if it's a year. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready.
Doggone right. And that's why I am so grateful for the Isupk, because I used to chase whores myself.
Okay.
If she was cute, young, and she had her own little apartment, and I didn't give a damn if she had a boyfriend or a husband. But now I do, because I'm following the laws. We following the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
And that's wrong, man. You putting yourself in harm's way to chase after a whore, because there's some idiot out there that care about that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the way she is, it's some nigga out there that care about that girl, and if he catch you with that girl, he gonna ain't no telling what he might try to do. So it's bad to be out there doing that, man. It's bad for us to be living this way according to the Bible, man. We're supposed to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. We're gonna jump over to Isaiah 45:5. Our God is a jealous God, man. And he don't want us celebrating these holidays and stuff. He don't want us idol worshiping. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to do the same thing that he done caused these East Indians to do, to throw away these idols, to tear them down, to destroy them, to get rid of them. They don't mean nothing, man. They not helping at all, man. The only thing gonna help us in this day and time is the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. And the only place you're gonna get taught how to follow the law, statutes, and commandments is in the Isupk.
Okay.
Under Commander General Yohana.
That's
man.
right.
That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. There's no other way. Nothing else has been working. Don't you realize that? All the man dancing, all the tongue, Holy Ghost tongue, heavenly tongue, whatever they call it. Yeah, that crap. That's a demon.
That's a demon.
That's a demon. Doing that, putting your hand on somebody and speaking in a language. That gibberish. It's not even a language. Speaking in a gibberish, talking about it's a damn holy tongue. You know how many people I know that do that crap and think they got a relationship with the Most High, and then when they get done, they be standing there like, damn it, they Jesus Christ himself. Come on, man. And the scripture already, I don't even understand. Why would you let somebody pray on you that you don't even know what they're saying? That don't even make sense. Come on, man. Isaiah 45:5.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God besides me. I girded thee, thou that hast not known me. Verse 6, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west. Salakia. They shall know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none besides me.
That's right. And there is no, we're the only people on the planet that's serving the true and living God. And check this out. He is not a God of all love. According to the Bible, he is a man of war.
That's right.
The Bible says he's a man of war, not a spirit of war.
That's right.
Christ Jesus is a man sitting at the right hand of the Father, man, waiting on his commandment to come back and straighten this stuff out. And guess what? I don't care what nobody do on this planet. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to stop. The only place where you could come to and you don't see all that going on is in the schools of the Isupk. Because when you when you out there in that world and in them streets, it's dog eat dog. That's what's going on out there. Everybody is in that rat race. Everybody trying to get over on somebody else. Everybody trying to make it, man. Everybody getting high all day, drinking all day, walking around with their styrofoam cups, drinking that lean every day, taking these mollies, smoking all this exotic weed they got on these streets with all these odd names to it. Yeah, everything. They do all that. Come on, man. Our people are at their damn minds, man. Then we got our people that's selling drugs to their own people. I know people that call themselves Israelites that's selling more rocks than everybody else. You walking around with a Bible in one hand and a pocket full of rocks on the other side, man. You're not a spiritual brother. You ain't got no relationship with the Most High. You lying to yourself.
That's right.
Read.
That Salakia. Verse 7. Salakia. I'm gonna read the end of that. I am the Lord, and there is none else. Verse 7. I formed the light and created darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
And that's how you know the Lord is in control of everything, man. It's not no renegade angels walking around. Satan is not running around doing all kind of stuff on his own accord. That is not what's happening. The devil, Satan is a obedient angel to the Most High. And the Lord, when you see destruction and all this madness in these streets, the Lord is behind that, man. He's causing it because he's angry with us. He's bringing judgment on our people, man. Don't y'all understand that? The Lord is causing this stuff to happen. The Lord sent this coronavirus that killed so many thousands of people. The Lord sent, and then when he got done with America, he sent it over there to India and killed them, had them killing them so damn fast, they had to have mass, when you burning the bodies? Cremation. Mass cremations out in their parking lots and stuff. Them bodies was dropping so fast, man. The Lord is behind that stuff. Now they talking about the president getting ready to put up so many billions of dollars because we finna go into the tornado season. That ain't no damn Mother Nature. That's the Most High. That's the Most High sending that to this earth.
Lucky if I could.
Oh,
That's a waste of goddamn money.
Doggone
I don't care. You can put $1 billion, $1 trillion, $100 billion, $100 trillion. You can put whatever you want up. If the Most High have the worst hurricane season in the history of this damn earth.
Right.
You can try to put up as much money as you want to, but what you can't do is what they try to do. Like they want to fight, like NASA want to fight. You can't beat the Most High.
That's right.
It ain't no way, no money.
Hell no, and not even with y'all. Not even with their space military. Now they have 5 militaries, and like the captain brought out last week, and we think they just starting there. They've been had that out there. It's already set up and good to go. And what's going on is the major families that's running this place, they call themselves preparing for war against the Most High. Then you see America trying to sit at the table with Russia and China. All these major countries, man, don't none of them get along. Not for real. Don't none of them get along. Putin, that wicked bastard, he was loving it when Trump was in there. Him and Trump was buddies, and they did a lot of colluding together. And it's gonna come to a point, man, where we're gonna see it, man. All of them got their eyes on one another. All of them, they saying that they gearing up and fixing their military space programs because Russia and China and them is a big race, and they know that that's a very good way for an attack. You know what I'm saying? So. That's it, but at the same time, we also know that they preparing for all these unidentified flying saucers that's flying around up there in that sky, because they've been spotted, and that's the Lord, man. That's them angels in them damn spaceships, man. I guess I don't know what they doing, but they know what they doing. I'm not concerned with that. All I'm concerned about is following these laws, statutes, and commandments down here where we at. Go ahead,
I just wanted to bring it up as while you was on the situation.
That's right.
Where they just passed a bill, the United States of America, along with Joe Biden himself, that now he wants to release any documents of any unidentified flying object. Mm-hmm. He wanted everybody to pass it so he can write it. I mean, he can sign the bill. Anything, it's certain stuff they're gonna leave out. Of course, it's got to be certain stuff they leave out. Right. He want to know everything. Right. It's a reason he want to know everything. That's it's a reason why everybody wants to know. Like, hey, what these flying saucers? Because they know they here. Yeah. They know they here. Yeah. We ain't stupid.
Like the cap brought out last week, man, about how they being more and more frequently seen. Mm-hmm. So that's not something you'll just hear to go and let it go in one ear and out the other one, man. It's like signs of the time. It's getting close to that time. Now, we can't predict when, but we know that it's getting very, very close to that time. But according to Isaiah 45, 5-7, the Lord is behind all of this stuff, man. And there is no other God next to him, man. There's nothing on the Virgin Mary, the Pope Paul, whatever number he is. None of them little weird dudes. They all of them gonna die. All of them gonna be destroyed. All of them gonna suffer the consequences for the lies that they putting out there, man. trying to make it like they holy men of God, well, which though the only men on this planet that's certified and worthy to bring out this truth are the men in the Isupk.
That's right.
Not even your pastors are worthy to bring this truth out to God's people. They won't even do it because they greedy dogs.
Right.
They're being paid to lie to God's people. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could go to it's like the pastor house is up on this tall hill and surrounded by barbed wire and fences and gates and everything, and he looking over his gate down in the valley of God's people down there suffering. They started giving this man their money, their tithes and their offerings and stuff, and this man living a lavish lifestyle. But God's people are suffering, man. And they're gonna pay for it. That's the thing, they're gonna pay for it. Let's did we read 7? Let's go to Amos 3 and 6. We're bringing out he is a jealous God, man. God is a jealous God. And we did not know this is not our language. And these are not our religions and stuff that we done picked up and following behind, man. We weren't no religious people, man. We were spiritual people, man. Following the law, statutes, and commandments. But our forefathers, after the Most High brought all our forefathers out of Egypt, man, they still was refusing to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And the Lord got angry. And when Moses was up in that mountain for them 40 days and 40 nights, and he came down, the Lord killed thousands of those Israelites at the bottom of that damn mountain, man, because they was down there celebrating and drinking and having and doing all sorts of wickedness. And they had built up that golden calf. They had built up them a golden calf and pray. How in the hell could you build up a golden calf and pray to it when the Most High you just witnessed the Most High utterly destroy all of Egypt and his army?
How could you continue to celebrate Christianity when you see God just destroy 250, almost 500,000 people with COVID?
Yeah, that's right.
It's like the same thing happened today that happened that day. He's still celebrating.
Damn right. The Lord, they're right. A lot of people still refuse to turn from their wicked ways, man. And the only way you can expect for bad things to happen to you and your family if you're gonna keep going that way, because you're not serving the Most High. Even we go to Amos 3 and 6.
Come, I'm that sir.
Read.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
So that's letting you know the Lord is behind everything that's going on, man. The Lord is causing all this stuff to happen because he's sick and tired of this nonsense. Not only is he he's starting to destroy our oppressors, but he punishing us as well because of our stiff-neckedness, man. Read that again, Al.
This Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
And that's when you see the men in the Isupk on Saturdays on these corners in Chicago, man. We like that trumpet. We warning y'all. We letting y'all know what's to come. We're letting y'all know that the Lord is sick and tired and he angry, man. And the evil that's going on in the city is not just happening by chance. We witnessing angels. Those are angels carrying out orders from the Most High.
Slocky, sir, if I could. This is so heavy of a scripture because the first part of it that says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? It asks the question.
Damn right.
So it's like we on these corners every Saturday blowing the trumpet.
Right.
And nobody's afraid.
Right.
Like it's like literally nobody's afraid. But then as soon as COVID come out, then everybody afraid of COVID, everybody afraid of everything. But when we telling you, hey, come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, you ain't got nothing, you ain't even got to worry about COVID. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's in the God that Most High's will.
Damn
you know.
Right. Damn right. And they looking at us like we crazy.
We crazy, but we blowing the trumpet for
giving them the warning. That's why they gonna be without excuse. When the Most High come back, they not gonna be able to say we didn't hear it. Cause me and my brothers, we out there when the weather, as long as the weather permitting. Or if not on there, we on all the airwaves, letting people blowing the trumpet, letting people know, turn from your wicked ways. Stop eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. Stop celebrating all these different holidays that's on the white man calendar. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. come into the ISUPK and join us, and let's celebrate the feast days that the Most High created for us, the high holy days that the Most High created for us, man.
That's right.
If we don't do that, you would not see any change. You know we're not lying because it's not happening. Ain't no change. The church is not a buffer for none of the stuff that's going on. The pastors are not being held accountable for none of the stuff that's going on. When that COVID hit back in March, every pastor church was closed. Every damn church in Chicago was closed, man. So you can't say the Lord is in them buildings. You know God not in them damn buildings.
Right.
They were closed. And the hospitals were full. Once again, man, we telling y'all, man, we sounding that trumpet to God's people, man. Turn from your wicked ways. Turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's it. Was that it on that one? 6?
Come on, sir.
Hosea 4:6.
Come on, sir.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
And the way you reject knowledge is by not listening to us. We tell you to turn back to the law, statutes, commandments. The Bible said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You don't know nothing. All of y'all out there that think y'all know the Bible, you don't know a damn thing.
That's right.
Nothing. You think you know. You want to sound like you're intelligent. People like to talk and sound like they're smart and sound like they know what they're talking about. But you're going to die from your ignorance, man, if you don't shut your damn mouth, get in this school and learn. Get brainwashed. Get all that nonsense out your mind that you think you know. Because you don't know anything. You've been misled. You've been being misled, blind leading the blind. Go ahead, Art.
Salaki, if I could. And that's heavy what you bringing out. I thought I knew the Bible. I had 2 or 3 family members that was pastors in my. I grew up in this church. I'm talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Every single day. I thought I knew everything. You know how many times I heard this while I've been in this school? No, that ain't what that mean, No. That ain't what that mean,
Right.
Because I was taught wrong,
right.
And now I got into these schools. I got men like you and the other brothers above me that's breaking this Bible down, not by chapter, not but word from word. Every single word they break it down and make it what it's supposed to be, and not what I always thought it was. So,
and that's the major problem, man. These pastors are teaching, they misleading God's flock. They study leading God's flock go further and further and further away from Him, to the point where they're gonna die with America when the Lord come back. When the Lord come back, He's gonna destroy this place, man. Read.
Khan. Oh yes.
I will reject.
We at 6.
4 and 6.
Salaki for that.
That's right.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
And that's what these pastors have done. They've forgotten the law of thy God, because they getting them paychecks and they celebrating these wicked holidays. They're not teaching God's people. Read.
Khan. I will also forget thy children. Verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. Verse 8. They eat up the skin of my people.
Read that again.
They eat up the skin of my people.
Read that again.
They eat up the skin of my people.
Sin.
Salakia. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity.
And that's what our people are doing, setting their hearts on iniquity, man. Because they're like we just said, man. Everybody gearing up for Monday. Everybody gearing up for next Monday. Everybody gonna be in their backyards, calling their family and friends over and cutting on them grills. And ain't nothing gonna be on them damn grills. Nothing gonna be on them grills but pork. Pork, lobster, shrimps, all abomination. Catfish. And you know what's so crazy, man? I was looking at a thing today where these guys was at the baseball game or a hockey game or something, and they had a super huge catfish And they was pouring their beer down the back of the catfish and it's running like out of his mouth and they drinking it. I mean, come on, man. Listen, our oppressors are some very, very nasty people. These people nasty as hell, man. They do some of the weirdest things. The weirdest things. And we following that. We want to follow that. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop. We're going to hold that right there and jump over here. Let's go John 9 and 31. This is what's happening for you, all of y'all that think this Monday, when y'all go to cooking all these abominable foods and you start praying over this stuff, I want you to remember this verse right here. Read.
This is the book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
And if you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, I don't care how much you go to church. I don't care if you paying whatever you paying your tithes in that church. You ain't doing nothing but fattening up that pastor's pocket. That's all you doing. That's it. Read that again.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
If you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord is not listening to you, man. He is not listening to you. And if you're not in the Isupk, you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Because you're willing to celebrate anything that's on that calendar.
That's right.
Everything on that calendar, when that time and that season, that period come around, you celebrating that crap. You're acknowledging that crap. And that's making the Most High more and more and more angry. Can't you tell of all the plagues that he sent into this place?
Right.
Next, according to Commander General Yohana, a famine coming to this place. Famine. Go to Proverbs 28 and 9. This is what's happening when y'all get through cooking all that damn pork and y'all get through cooking all that doggone them shrimps and dipping that shrimp and that lobster and all that crap in that butter and mixed with all that other stuff. This is what's going on when you go to pray and read.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be an abomination.
And that's what's happening. All of y'all that's bringing y'all families and friends together in them backyard parties, your prayers are an abomination to the Most High, man. God is not listening to that crap. You pissing them off. Because you know the truth, you hear the truth, but you refuse to follow it. You refuse to listen to the truth, man.
That's right.
So you rather put that pig on the grill, them ribs, them slabs of ribs, rib tips. They're making shish kebabs with shrimp and all that stuff on it. And your prayers are an abomination. When you get through doing all that cooking and y'all come together, and after y'all get through eating all that abomination, then half the party gonna be getting high. They're gonna go in the back and start smoking loud. They're gonna be doing all sorts of wickedness, man. It's a sin to smoke. It's a sin to eat certain things, and that's crazy. And our people got to turn from that, man. That's what we have to realize. Let's jump over to Baruch 6 and 1. We're going to jump over to Baruch and 6 and 1, man. We're bringing out these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And the clock is ticking and the time is wearing down. That it's soon. We're not going to be telling y'all about these laws, statutes, and commandments, but we're going to enforce them.
That's right.
When the Lord come back, the men in the Isupk, the Lord going to pull up 144,000, and we're going to start enforcing these laws upon God's people. Baruch, we're going to go to Baruch 6, verse 1. Baruch chapter 6 and verse 1.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter. Salakia. You sure ain't following?
Baruch chapter 6 and verse 1. Because of the sins which ye have committed before God.
Salakia. 6 and 1. Okay, Khan, Salakia. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 6 and verse 1. Because of the sins which ye have committed before God, ye shall be led away captive into Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians.
And that's what we're doing today in North America, man. We have because of our sins which we have committed against them before the Most High, man. When we breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments, we sinning against God, man.
Right.
Read.
Khan, verse 3. So when ye become unto Babylon, ye shall remain there many years, and for a long season, namely 7 generations, and after that I will bring you away peaceably from thence.
And that's what's happening, man. The Lord is ready to bring, the Most High is ready to bring us up out of this captivity. But if the Lord was to come back right now, man, it would be so many black people dead. It'd be so much of the tribe would be destroyed, man, because of the 12 tribes. Our people are into idolatry, man. Isupk with the so-called Mexicans, they worship the hell out of that damn Virgin Mary for some reason. They follow that Catholic Church. And it haven't done nothing for our people, man. I was looking at the news today. That Father Flager guy, he been exonerated from the charges that he was trying to bring up against him, and he's standing in that church, and all you see is black people in the whole church praising this man, bagging this man up, man. Our own oppressors. Our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. How in the hell can somebody like that be so concerned about our people when his people are the ones that got us in the situation that we in? That's what I don't understand. I don't get that. Let's go down to Exodus 34 and 11 right quick. We just bringing out these verses, man, because we trying to wake our people up, man. And we only care about the 12 tribes. We don't give it's 18 nations on this planet, and the men in the Isupk, we don't give a damn about 6. The Most High don't give a damn about the Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the white man, the East Indians. The Lord don't care about those people, man. Why? Because they serving other gods. I mean, them East Indians, they got hundreds of gods over there. They worshiping all sorts of gods. But because the Most High sent that pandemic over there and killed so many of them goofies, they throwing away idols left and right. It was glorious. I'm looking at this glory. They pulling up to they sea with truckloads of their gods, getting rid of them. And that's the same damn thing that we should be doing over here, getting rid of Christianity and Islam and every other so-called religion. If you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, you're sinning against the Most High, and you're going to die. Don't you realize that, Israel? You got it out?
It's the book of Exodus chapter 34 and verse 11.
Come.
Observe thou that which I commanded thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Verse 12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee.
And now when we go back to 11, all these, you talk about the Amorites, the Canaanites, all of these are biblical names of nations that we living around right now.
That's right.
The Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the white man, the Arabs. The Lord gonna drive all of them people out of the land and put them back where they belong, man. We're not supposed to be following up behind these damn people. Ain't no way in the hell a black man should go into an Arab store and call that man his brother. And we already know when our black women go into these beauty supply stores around them Chinese and stuff, you know how they treat you. They got their eyes on your butt, thinking every nigga steal. You know what I'm saying? They even killed that little black girl in New York, man. Shot her to death thinking she stole something in their grocery store, man. The hell with these nations, man.
Right.
Forget these people, man. We need to break our spirit. We need to take our spirits up out of America. If you don't want to die or be destroyed with America, we need to take our spirits up at this place, man. And stop worshiping these other damn gods. Christianity and Islam is not helping us. It's destroying us, man.
Right.
Read.
That's right. Salakia. Verse 12. Take heed to thyself. Salakia. Verse 13. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves.
Now, according to the Bible, man, it said we should destroy their altars. go in these churches and turn them damn altars over that these pastors behind. All these other religions, destroy their altars, break down their images, man. Don't follow that stuff. That's idolatry. And God is jealous. He's very jealous, man. He don't want us serving other gods. Why would you serve false gods, fables, lies?
That's right.
That's all they are, fables and lies, man. That stuff don't even exist. It's all in their imagination. Allah ain't nothing but a figment of their damn imagination, man. He don't even exist. These people fall in Allah and they'll commit suicide killing other people. Suicide, that's murder. If you kill yourself, it's still murder. Read.
Verse 14, for thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God.
Our God is a jealous God, man. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Father. Yahweh Shai is our Savior, man. And he's jealous if we serve other gods, man. We're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to do that, man. We're supposed to follow the one and only true and living God, the God of all, the God that made all the universe. He made heaven and earth. He made the sea. He made everything within it, man. And he didn't have the help. He didn't have help from nobody else. He didn't have help from nobody else, man. We're the only people on this planet serving the true and living God, and that's why those damn so-called Jewish people that was converts that stole our identity and took on our culture. They on top right now. They on top right now, man. Go to Habakkuk 2 and 19. Let's jump over to Habakkuk 2 and 19 right fast. Habakkuk 2 and 19. Habakkuk 2 and 19. Habakkuk 2 and 19. Our God is a jealous God, man, and he's very, very angry with us right now. And he bringing judgment down upon us.
God.
Read Habakkuk 2.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 19. Woe unto him that says to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
That's why all our brothers and sisters that feel like they got to take that voyage at least one time in their life. I remember growing up as a child, I used to hear people always talk about that. If I don't do nothing but go over there one time, I'm going over there to pray in Mecca, to pray to this damn rock. And then when our forefathers strayed away from the law, statutes, and commandments, the Lord put us on them ships and had our people spread to the four corners of the earth and brought us into captivity and into nations that we didn't even know their language. We didn't know nothing about their religion or their God. They forced Christianity up on our people, man, in slavery, man. Don't you know the Ku Klux Klans call themselves Christians? The Ku Klux Klan, they call themselves Christians. They used to set they'll take a big cross and set it on fire in front of your yard, man.
It's like they wear a cross. They wear a cross and then put you on fire on the cross, and then you put a cross around your neck.
Right. Now how crazy is that? That's madness. That is total madness, man. All our people, and then our brothers, man, we got our brothers, man, they tattooing these big crosses on their back. The whole damn back is covered with a cross. Then their whole shoulder is covered with that white boy Jesus, that white boy Caesar Borgia face. Why in the hell would you tattoo that on your body? You Hispanic or black and you tattooing that on your body, a white boy face. That shows how destroyed we are as a nation of people.
That's true.
That's all that is. Or when our people go into these churches and they go up there to the altar and they get on their knees and they bow their heads and they crying and praying and crap in front of the pastor, in front of the altar, in front of the big cross. According to the Bible, man, the Bible said we should tear down their altars, destroy they graven images, man. We supposed to destroy that stuff and get rid of it. And we supposed to be doing the same thing that them East Indian over there doing when they doing they throwing statues out that's damn near 8 and 10 feet tall. From the smallest to the biggest. They throwing it in the sea, man. It damn near look like ice, look like iceberg, yeah. Seriously. They throwing that crap into the sea, man. They getting rid of it because they realized that it didn't help them. They was praying to idols, man, because then nothing helped them people. They lost thousands of people in a very, very short amount of time. The Lord was not playing with their wicked butts. He put it on them. Read
20.
Con.
Verse 20. But the Lord is in But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him.
And that's why we're telling y'all the Most High is listen. We get our characteristics from the Most High, man. It's a time and a season for everything. You know damn well if somebody kill somebody in your family, you're gonna want vengeance. You're gonna want revenge. If somebody do something real nice for you, you're gonna be rejoiceful. You're gonna be happy. It's a time and a season. It's a time for war and it's a time for peace, man.
That's right.
It's a time to love and it's a time to hate, man.
That's right.
It's not about all love. That's a lie that they was teaching us in them churches, man. It ain't how in the hell could you be all love when all hell breaking out around you? That don't make sense, do it? That don't make sense at all. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. That don't make sense at all, man. It's a time and a season for everything. Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39.
Let me get that with you. 32 and 39. Go.
See now that even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Listen. That lets you know that's real heavy. I don't give a damn how much praying. I don't care how much fasting. I don't care how many tithes. I don't care how much you going to church. I don't care what you doing, man. According to this verse right here, it says, see now that even I am he, and there is no other God with me. No other God next to our God, man, our Father. It say, I kill and I make alive. Don't you see what's going on in the earth right now? Can't you see what's happening around us, man? The Lord is causing all of this. The Lord is behind everything that's going on in this earth, man.
God.
Everything. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Come on, man. And that's a terrible thing to fall in the hands of a living God.
That's why they throwing all those guys up in the sea
right
now, and they found out them guys could deliver them out of the real guys' hands.
They convinced. They convinced.
And what they say on all those the old white when they hung Yahweh Shah on those old movies, truly he is the Son of God.
Right.
That's how those Indians feel right now.
Damn right.
Truly, the Eastern Indians, truly he is the Son of God because he brought COVID over here. They ain't none of our guys do nothing to protect us from.
None of them. Not one of them could save them. Let's go read verse 40.
Verse 40, come. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. Verse 41, if I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold of judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemy, and I will reward them that hate me.
And that's what the Lord gonna do, man. That's what he's doing right now. The Lord is slowly destroying this place. America is starting to crumble. America don't know what to do right now. They so damn shook and so scared they giving away money, man. This place is so shook they giving away so much money right now. They don't know which way to go, man. They don't know what to do. And our people, man, are asleep, and our people are going to be destroyed with this place.
That's right. Don't
go for the okie doke. Don't go for the trick. Our people, if you don't turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord is going to destroy us right along with this place.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 42, I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of the revenges upon the enemy.
The Lord is going to destroy our oppressors, man. Basically, He's going to destroy our oppressors, and any nigga that don't want to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to die with them. And the pastors these pastors are not teaching God's people the correct way. These verses and these precepts that we bringing out, man, is we trying to wake our people up and let you know, man, it's time to change your ways. It's time to wake up. It's time to turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments, because the Lord is angry with us. He's sick and tired of our nonsense. Actually, what's really going on, the Lord is trying to shake, since we refuse to shake away and turn from our enemies, the Lord is trying to shake us loose from our enemies, our oppressors.
Right.
That's what's really going on, and people don't realize that. I don't even believe the pastors know what's going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they know what's going on. They don't, matter of fact, I know they don't know what's going on. They can't know what's going on, man. Let's go over to Jeremiah 10 and 10.
God.
We bouncing back and forth in the Bible, man, bringing our precepts, hoping that our people will wake up, man. Jeremiah 10 and 10.
Come on, God. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 10.
Hold on, let me get it with you.
Come on, God.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 10. This book is alive, man. These are some heavy precepts we're bringing out, and we need our people. We sounding the trumpet, Israel. We sounding the trumpet, and we trying to wake our people up, man, because a lot of people gonna die when the Lord come back, man. When the Lord come back, He's not coming back to join the nations together. He's not coming back to save this place. He's coming back to utterly destroy North America, man. He's gonna tear this damn place down, to the point where there will not be no more habitation over here, none whatsoever. And it's going to be so many bodies laying in the streets, it's going to be food for the birds, man, for the fowl of the air. There's going to be plenty food laying in the streets for the fowls of the air, man. There's going to be bodies on top of bodies all over the damn earth, man. When the Most High come back with them millions and millions of angels, and they all black, and they coming back with judgment, man, with glittering swords. They're going to destroy this place with nuclear warfare, man.
Right.
And you know that we're on the verge of that right now. You're hearing about wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
Pestilence, famine, and disease. People suffering, man, on this planet. Read.
Okay, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 10. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God and an everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation.
That we telling y'all, man, when the Lord come back, it ain't gonna be no joke, man. The Bible said in Jeremiah 10 and 10, but the Lord is the true God. He is the living God. The God we serve, he breathed.
Oh, God.
He breathed, man. He created everything that's on this planet. He created us. He created all the nations. He created all the animals. He created everything, man. No other God did that. Allah didn't do that, man. The hell with Allah. Allah ain't did nothing. Nothing. He don't even exist. Idiot. For all these people out, for all our brothers out there in them penitentiaries that's following up behind that doctrine. It's a false doctrine. And what's crazy, what's this nut name over here? Farrakhan know it, man. Farrakhan done went from a hardcore Islam to a damn soft cream puff Christian. Kissing white people, man. I guess Elijah Muhammad might be turning over in his grave if that was possible, right? Come on, man. These people are about that money, man. That's all it's about. These people are about that money, man.
Right.
And y'all need to realize that. Read.
Come on, verse 11. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens.
And we seeing that started over there in India. And it's gonna happen in every other nation. The Lord going to another nation. He going to other nations. The Lord, like I said, the Lord, he gonna shake us loose from our oppressors. And he gonna destroy these altars.
That's right.
He gonna bring down these false doctrines and all these lies, man. There is no other God next to the Most High. Read.
Verse 12. He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion.
The Most High is behind all of this, man. The Lord made all of this, man, with just his word. Through his son, Yahushua, man. Christianity is a force. Christianity is a lie. Christianity is the reason why our neighborhoods is in the condition that they're in today.
Come. It's like if I could. It's a church on every single block.
Shit.
You said you said earlier, Salaki. You said earlier. Everybody and their mama say they saved. They saved.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High with them. They got a church on every single block in the hood. Every single one of them.
You can go on the west side, Slocky. You can go on the west side now, right in on Cermak. It's like the 4200 block. It's 1, 2. It's like 5 or 6 little churches right in the same little neighborhood. You have why? Because there ain't nothing happening. Them people open them little doors on Sunday. They close them. They might open it again on Wednesday or something for whatever the reason is. But it's not helping. No, it's not helping the communities. It's not helping, man. Everybody got to turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and get your butt at them churches and get into the Isupk if you want to learn who you really are and you want to learn how to serve the Most High. You got to get your butt out them churches and get into the Isupk. Read.
Right. Come, verse 13. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of water in the heavens, and he curseth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning with rain, and bringeth forth the winds out of his treasures. And
that's when you see earthquakes, when you see volcanoes erupting, when you see tornadoes destroying communities, that you're looking at angels. The Lord sending them angels there are angels of destruction.
Go ahead. That's heavy. Because we were just talking about Joe Biden paying for hurricanes. This verse tell you right here, he said, I send the multitudes of water from heaven. That's right. I send the vapors that make them curses. Yeah, so like, it don't matter what the hell Joe Biden think he can send to Carmella, all of it, they can send them, they can get all these great nations together, these so-called great nations together in the world today and put up the most money you could ever see and the Most High destroy every single thing.
It ain't gonna save them.
It ain't gonna save them.
They can use their money to feed some kids and build up these black communities. How about that? Take all them billions of dollars and pour them into these damn communities, man, and make put us some centers in here where our people could get some help from suffering from stress and PTSD. Matter of fact, give us the damn money and let us build our own schools. Let us build our own hospitals and our own banks and things of that nature. Because that's what's happening. The Lord wants us to shake away from these heathens. The Lord trying to bring us back to our senses, man. And once again, if you don't wake up, you're going to be destroyed with this place, man. God. The Lord stands alone. Our God stands alone with no help. That's right. He don't need no help. And when we see the destruction and the curses and the diseases and the famine and everything else the Lord about to send to this place, man. That's the God that Israel, that's our God, man.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them.
Once again, man, the Lord is very, very, our God is jealous. Our God don't want us praying to no damn rock. You ain't got no business walking around that rock kissing on it. You ain't got no business walking around with no big cross on your neck. Oh, I don't care if it's solid gold. Take it off and throw it in the damn garbage. Throw it in the do something with it. Because it's angering the Most High, man. Our people going to church in these Catholic churches and bowing down to these little old wicked white men. Or our brothers and sisters walking around with that them rosary beads. All this crap is an abomination to the Most High, man. And he's sick and tired of it. And that's the reason why our babies are dying in these damn streets. That's why our old and our young are being murdered in the streets, man. Because the Lord sending angels for judgment. Anytime you see a young man or a young woman or anybody dying from violence in the streets, that's judgment from the Most High. Right. That's not some coincidence that's going on. That's not a renegade damn devil running around having his way on the planet.
That's right. So, like, if I could just elaborate on that, as a father myself, you know, I look at that, and that's so heavy because, like, I work my butt off for my kids, make sure my kids straight, make sure they got everything they want. And your kids, they still do stuff that they ain't supposed to do. Still, you know, do stuff that you tell them not to do. And you say, man, I work 15, 16 hours a day, make sure you got food, you got clothes, you doing everything you're supposed to do. And I gotta, every time I come in, I gotta tell you, clear your fucking room. Well, you should just do it. You know, why you just don't do it? Why I gotta tell you to do it? And that's like how the Most High feel like. He like, I'll do everything for you. You know what I'm saying? I give you mercy. You alive today. And all I ask you to do is follow some commandments. Like, why you just can't do it?
Right.
Why you just can't follow a commandment and I'll keep you alive? And I like you as a father, you kind of feel, you know what I'm saying? You try your hardest to be a father.
And a good father.
Yeah, a good father.
Yeah.
And they still stray away from you. So.
Right. And that's what our father doing. Our people doing all the wickedness, and then they want to turn and pray to the Most High, and you turn his back on. I ain't listening to that.
Okay.
You done been bad. I've been telling you to stop it all day. Now you in my face talking about you want something. The Lord turned his back on them, turned his back on us, man. And he punishing us. And we can't do it alone. This is not an individual thing. We have to come together as a nation of people, man, to serve the Most High.
Okay.
And don't y'all see every day, man, it's getting worse and worse. More and more and more black people are dying in the streets of Chicago, man. You don't see white people get, when a white person go do something, they commit mass murders and things of that nature. They wicked as hell. But we have our own problem. We have our own issues, man. I was looking at them politicians and stuff up there with those Chinese. Now they done gave these people they done passed some kind of hatred bill for these people. Well, what about blacks? What about blacks, man? That white boy went in that church and murdered damn near 9 or 12 people. These white people commit mass. Black people are dying left and right. Look at the young man that was jogging. The old man and his son, Aubrey. Yeah, they chased that boy down and shot him with his damn shotgun. And then they had their friend filming everything. Our people are being dying left and right. Go ahead,
Aubrey. That's bold as hell.
Yeah?
That's bold as hell, my Aubrey. Salaki, and I always bring this case up. I bring this up to my rib and a couple of other brothers that I know that's in the world. I say, it ain't no way in hell that these brothers chased this man on while he was jogging, videotaped it, and then turned the shit in like it was okay. Salakia.
Like what?
Turned the stuff in like it was okay.
Yeah.
Like turned it in like it was okay to do.
Yeah.
Like,
because they don't hold themselves accountable according to the Bible. They don't hold themselves accountable. It's like that girl that went in that. How in earth do you go, okay, you live on the 6th floor, I live on the 5th floor, you stop on the 5th floor, how do you first, who in the hell sit in their apartment with their front door unlocked? For one. Two, y'all apartments are identical? Y'all been shopping together? How do you go into the wrong apartment and murder somebody talking about, I thought this was my apartment? Now, they gave her 10 years or so for this boy murder. Now, she fighting like hell trying to get from under that.
She don't think she deserved to get 10
right.
years for taking the life.
Come on, man. They hold themselves not accountable, man. They don't have no respect for our humanity, none whatsoever.
Okay.
And for our pastors to keep teaching God's people that we should love our enemy. According to the Bible said you don't even supposed to trust your enemy. I know that if I wasn't in the damn truth, I'm not trusting my enemy. The hell with what that pastor talking about. That never sinked into me. That never made sense to me. Why would I trust my enemy? Oh well. Read.
Kamakan, they are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish.
Read.
Kamakan, verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
And the Lord love us, man. We his people. And the Lord want to help us, man. That's where our hope is coming from. Stop thinking that you're going to get any kind of help on this planet. The help is not on this planet. We got to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments, do what the Most High said do, and the Lord going to fight our battle. Our battle is not against flesh and blood or principalities, but our battle is not carnal. Our battle is, we're not supposed to fight or try to go against these people. We're supposed to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord going to fight our battle for us, man. Our battle is spiritual. We're not supposed to pick up arms against these people. We saw what they did to the Oklahoma bomb in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, utterly destroyed that place. They tried to downplay it, but from what I understand, they killed over 3,000 damn people, men, women, and children, man. Bomb dropping. Now they weren't doing it. They was dropping hand grenades and stuff. Imagine today, the stuff that they using, man. We just witnessed what was going over there in Pakistan or over there in Israel between the Pakistanis and the so-called Israelites or whatever they are. Fake Jews, yeah. Them damn fake Jews was bagged by America and they was dropping bombs on them Pakistanians like crazy. Even the captain, bro, they even tore down their damn news building so they can't broadcast it. Come on, man. It's time to wake up, Israel. It's time to wake up, and it's time for us to separate up out of this place by taking our spirit up out of this place. Monday, they got a holiday coming up. Next is going to be the 4th of July, man. Already they popping these fireworks and things of that nature, man. We're not supposed to acknowledge or celebrate these holidays, man, at all. At all. The Lord, according to the Bible, man, Proverbs 3:31, the Bible says, "Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways."
That's right.
We're not supposed to be choosing these people's ways. We're not supposed to be mimicking them. Black people are not supposed to be homosexuals, man. Black people are not supposed to be drug dealers, gang bangers. None of that, man. Our women are not supposed to be having all these abortions and things that they're doing today. None of that. None of that is part of our culture, man. Deuteronomy 7:5 right quick. So once again, man, we bringing it out there, man. Our God is a jealous God, and we're supposed to do what He say do, not what these people saying do. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 5.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 5. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altar, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire.
And that's what we should be doing. We're supposed to be going inside these churches and stuff and tearing down their altars and stuff. We're supposed to be going in these Catholic churches, these Baptist churches, these sanctified churches, anywhere that they got altars and images and stuff, man, and tear that stuff down, man. We're not supposed to be serving all that's idolatry.
So, Lucky, if I could, would this be like kind of what Captain Cesariak and a lot of the brothers, the men above me, like the captains and all of the generals, they go in and they battle with like these pastors and what they call
pastors and ministers or whatever.
Yeah, the ministers or whatever. That's like Farrakhan.
The Catholic Church. Anybody
would this be like kind of pertaining to that?
That's
like,
right.
Tear down that graven images would be like, hey, I'm going in and tear down the Christian graven image or of the cross, and I'm going down to tear down the
Virgin Mary. If we go inside the building and they got their little sanctuary set up, and the Virgin Mary up there, and it's surrounded by 100 candles and all that crap. We're gonna tear all that crap down. All that crap. But we go anywhere we go, and we see that they got the Hindu Indians. If we go inside their buildings and they got them damn elephants and monkeys and all that, Buddhists, we supposed to tear that crap down, kick that stuff over and set it on fire. We see a man walking down the street with a cross on his damn neck, take it off. That's how that go when you in the lost. And that's why I'm telling y'all, we telling y'all that right now, you're being warned. We like the trouble, we warning y'all. But it's gonna come a time when we're gonna carry this out. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, we're gonna carry this out, and we're gonna physically start doing it. If we, Officer DeBoss said it one time, we're gonna start carrying out these laws, statutes, commandments, and we go to a house, and we go upstairs and found out they cooking pork and shrimp, crab, and lobster. We're gonna drag them up out of there and drag them before the Most High. And then while we in there, we smell them downstairs. They smoking weed. We going down there next. These law, statutes, and commandments are going to be enforced physically. And anybody that don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, we're going to drag them in front of in front of Yahweh Shai, and it's going to be death sentences that's going to be put out. Because a lot of these sins that y'all commit, you're going to die for doing it, for being so hard-headed.
So, like, if I could, would that be the meaning of we are under God's grace? That's the grace that we are under when it comes to God's grace.
They under grace right now. Get it together right now. You're under grace right now. Get it together right now, because when the Most High come back and get through taking care of his business and set up his kingdom, we going out to carry this out.
Sir.
That's what's going to happen. We're going out to carry these law, statutes, and commandments out. And we're going there and we find out you in there eating some goddamn chitlins on Thanksgiving. You know what's going to happen to you. Slack you for that. But that's what's going to happen. Because you done been warned. You done already been warned, and you cannot say that you haven't been warned. Because the men in the Isupk have been saying the same thing since 1969.
That's right.
So you can't tell, this truth is going to go out. Every ear done heard this truth.
That's right.
Everybody done heard this truth.
That's right.
Okay, that's where that. What we was at? Deuteronomy 7 and. Okay, Deuteronomy 7 and 5.
Come on. It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter.
Oh yeah, go to 6.
Verse 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
And right now, according to the Bible, if we was following the law, statutes, and commandments, we would not be in the condition that we're in right now.
That's right.
We would be, these other nations would be clinging unto us, looking for help, looking for guidance. But by us not following the law, statutes, and commandments, and not being obedient to the voice of our God, we on the bottom right now of all the nations. We the one catching hell because of our stiff-neckedness, our disobedience, man. Can you imagine if we was following these law, statutes, and commandments, man? Our life would be so much different right now. We'll be ruling the earth again.
Okay.
We're gonna go right back into rulership. Read.
Verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
Read.
Verse 8. But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, had the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of a bondman, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
And that's what the Lord did even back then. Pharaoh did not want to let God's people go, so he started sending locusts to destroy their crops. He started sending actual hellfire falling down. He turned their water into blood. They couldn't drink their water. Then it got to the point where he got so tired of dealing with Pharaoh, he killed all of their firstborn of Egypt. That's when Pharaoh decided to let God's people go. And he brought it on himself. He was talking about he started bickering with Moses, telling Moses what he gonna do, and he threatened to kill the firstborn of Israel again. And by him saying that, the Lord sent the angel of death and had all the children of Israel to go in your houses, put blood around your doorposts, and he sent that angel of death to that place and killed the firstborn of all of Egypt. And that's when he let God's people go. And even then, he became stiff-necked and took his army and went on an attack one more time. And in the midst of that, the Lord made a way for Moses and the children of Israel to go through that sea. And Pharaoh followed behind them. And the Lord utterly destroyed that entire damn nation.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what he's going to do again. And guess what? It's going to come a time where we're not going to be talking about what we just brought out about what the Lord did to the Egyptians. It's going to be written where the Lord brought the children of Israel out of North America.
That's right.
And how he utterly destroyed this place.
That's right. Most High in Christ.
Most High in Christ. And that's a blessing. And that's a blessing. And I will advise you to get ready for that. And the only way you can get ready for that is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And at this point in my life, I kind of be glad when it happened, because I am so damn tired of watching my people suffer, man. I'm sick and tired of watching my people suffer at the hands of our oppressors. Let's go to Isaiah 58:1.
God. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
And that's what the men in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana, that's exactly what we do, man. Our people, black people in America love to say, don't judge me. You can't judge me. Or who are you to judge me? And all. Ain't nobody perfect. But according to the Bible, the Lord said we should lift up our voice like a trumpet and show his people their transgressions. And that's what we doing, man. When we tell you it's not, being a homosexual is not an alternative lifestyle, man. That's a damn abomination to the Most High. When we tell you you're not supposed to be eating catfish, shrimp, crab, lobster, pork, and all these other abominable foods, man. But that's not, we're telling you what the Lord said, man. We're not picking on you. We're trying to help you wake up so you can be saved when the Most High come back.
That's right.
But back to the pastors. These pastors study leading God's people further and further and further away from him, man. Further and further away from him. And they in danger. It's a woe unto these pastors, man. And whenever you see the word woe in the Bible, when you read it, man, that means death and destruction is coming to somewhere.
That's right.
And that's what's coming to America, y'all. Death and destruction. And the Lord seemed like he kind of getting impatient to me.
Real impatient. Salaki.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's time to wake up, Israel. That little grace period seemed like it's about to fade out. And the judgment gonna start. And when it do, it ain't gonna be no damn little white naked babies flying around. And it ain't gonna be no little white boy bringing you all love. It's gonna be a nigga named Yahushua coming with thousands and thousands of angels with swords ready to kill.
That's right.
To set this place straight.
That's
and
right.
To drive the white man. But listen, the white man has done so much evil on this planet, man. And everybody know it. It's not a secret. This is knowledge that you could go Google and pull up and find out. And everybody know if I was to go outside right now and steal anything or break into anything, and I get caught, I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to jail.
That's right.
Well, the white man done committed genocide on the Native American Indian and damn near completely wiped them off the face of the earth, down to the point where they own small reservations. They went in, they used the Apocrypha and went over there and found the children of Israel and drug us over here to the four corners of the world and enslaved us and made us help build up their kingdom. Ain't nobody made them pay for what they have done. Ain't nobody made them pay for all the bloodshed they have did. But the Lord is going to do it.
That's right.
The Lord going to make the white man pay for all the wickedness that they committed against us.
That's right.
As a nation. The Lord is going to make them pay for it. That's the only, we keep telling you, the only salvation and the only help we got on this planet is going to be coming from Yahushua.
That's right.
And we need him, man. And the only way, and he waiting on us to turn from our wicked ways, for us to wake up and turn to the law, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
And if we don't, man, our people going to keep continually dying. Our old people being shot. The older people can't even go outside and water their grass, man, without getting shot. A woman can't ride down the street with her baby in the back seat in the car seat without getting shot. Come on, man. there is not going to be any change. It's been this way for years and years, man, and there is no change. It's only one way to change this, and that's for all of us to turn back to the law, statutes, commandments. Period, man. That's it, and that's all. Let's go over to Isaiah 58. What Isaiah 58? Oh no. Let's go over to 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. These verses these precepts that we bringing out are so heavy, man. They life saving, man. If you apply them to your life and get your butt into school, man, you'll learn how to. It's not hard to follow these law, statutes, commandments. It's not grievous. It's not. We celebrate the high holy days. We celebrate high feast days. We come together, man, and study under our the captains and stuff, and our lives have changed for the better, man. I used to wrestle with sin so much till I couldn't resist it. But when I got into the Isupk, man, I was able to shake all of that stuff off. I was able to follow the law, statutes, commandments, man. And that's crazy, man, that a person could go to church their entire life and not be able to change, man. You can't find the power and the strength to change outside of these walls, outside of this school. It's nothing that you could do in these churches, no matter what denomination you in, whether it's the Seventh-day Evangelists. So what, they go to church on Saturday? They still eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. They still eating catfish. They still celebrating birthdays and these holidays. They still doing it. Read 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3.
This book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. I mean, if you follow these law, statutes, commandments, man, and keep your mind on the word of God, man, it would be easy not to be driven by your own selfish desires.
Oh, God.
Basically, that's what they're saying, man. If you don't want to be driven by your own selfish desires, you could learn these law, statutes, commandments, and they're not grievous. Read.
God, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
And that's what we do, and that's how you learn how to be strong enough to overcome your temptations and the wicked ways that you have within yourself by listening to the Most High. Read.
God, verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
And that's what we have to do to be saved, Israel. We have to bring down our wicked imaginations and turn to be obedient to Christ. And if you're not being obedient to Christ, you do not have a relationship with Christ. It's no way in the hell that you can have a relationship with the Most High and you're not doing what He say do. Everybody in the church saying they done found God. Everybody in the church saying they follow Christ Jesus. But ain't nobody doing what He said do.
That's right.
And that's why you lying to yourself, Israel. And it's time to wake up. It's time to come up out of these churches and out of these mosques and out of these synagogues and all this other stuff and come into the schools of the Isupk and learn how to follow the Most High. And the only way you can follow the Most High is to do what He said do, Israel.
That's right.
That's my time. I'm going to pass it over to my brother, also Ramawan, man. Shalom, Israel.
The Isupk security announcements. We at the Isupk started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits. For 6 months, they are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need a transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the heads to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department of the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever you would like to give. You got the upcoming Holy Convocation. You got the Feast of the First Fruits. That's coming up June 20th. All Hispanics, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, y'all come through. Start at sundown. Any brother want to be a troop in the school? Wear all black hats. Wear all black boots, shirts, pants, headscarves, and with